and I was going through depression and anxiety, and I would cry myself in the night.
कि it's not about gender, it's about how you made the person feel.
You meditate for like 12.5 hours in a day. Like, I think मैं पिछले जन्म में जिराफ थी. There are days when I fail, let me be honest, and I want to tell everyone it's human. किसी को ओशो के पास मिला, किसी को बुद्ध के पास मिला, किसी को कृष्ण के पास मिला, किसी को राम के पास मिला. सब.
Hello and welcome to CONVO with Isha. This is part 2 of my conversation with Saloni Khandelwal. अगर आपने part 1 नहीं देखा है, so please go and watch it. And this one is even more fun and gets deeper because in this episode we have talked about time management, college life, bullying, health and fitness, nutrition, Reiki, Vipassana, Tratak, self-reflection and many more interesting and fun conversations that will help you get a balanced life and lifestyle. So without any further ado, let's dive right in. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to Ambivert Aish and turn on the notifications so you get notified for every other podcast that I'm going to upload next. Let's start now.
Next key problem जो कोई एज बैरियर है ही नहीं, सभी फेस कर रहे हैं, which is time management.
Oh yes.
इतनी चीजें हैं दिन में करने के लिए. इट्स प्रोफेशनल, इट्स पर्सनल. आपको खुद के ऊपर भी काम करना है, आपको लर्न करना है, ग्रो करना है और फिर दूसरों को भी वो करने के लिए हेल्प करना है. और स्पेशली विद द मैरिड पीपल जिनके किड्स हैं, यू हैव टू डू अ गुड जॉब विद पेरेंटिंग. इट्स अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर.
Yes.
हर चीज को बैलेंस करना है और हमारे पास 24 hours ही है. सो हाउ डू वी डू इट? व्हाट टेक्निक्स डू यू फॉलो टू मैनेज योर टाइम एफिशिएंटली?
So before sharing the techniques, I think I would want to give some breakthroughs around this.
Please do.
सबसे पहले तो एक जो हमारा मिथ है कि सब चीजें एक ही दिन में करनी है, कि पर्सनल लाइफ भी, प्रोफेशनल लाइफ भी, हॉबीज भी, सेल्फ केयर भी, फैमिली टाइम भी, फन भी, सब कुछ एक दिन में करना है. नो, हाँ, नहीं करना है. तो डिवाइड योर मंथ इनटू वीक्स एंड वीक्स इनटू डेज, कि किसी दिन आप कुछ कर रहे हो, किसी दिन आप कुछ कर रहे हो, क्योंकि इतना कुछ करना है एंड 24 hours इज डेफिनेटली नॉट इनफ. तो अगर यूनिवर्स ने भी 24 hour की साइकिल दी है इंसान को, तो कुछ सोच समझ के दी होगी. तो मतलब यही होगा कि हाँ भैया, सब कुछ एक दिन में नहीं करना है. सेकेंड इज पिक योर नॉन नेगोशिएबल्स. लाइक फॉर पेरेंट्स, फैमिली टाइम और किड्स आर नॉन नेगोशिएबल. Taking care of your body on a daily basis, your daily chores is a non-negotiable. Eating daily is a non-negotiable. Sleep is a non-negotiable. Pick your non-negotiables कि ये तो करना ही है मुझे अपनी daily livelihood के, like to exist. Drinking water non-negotiable. And उसके बाद अपने non-negotiables को पार्क करके कि ये तो करना है मुझे. उसके बाद then decide कि okay, किन चीजों को हम इधर उधर shift कर सकते हैं. So what I do is there are days when I'm doing deep work. And then I'm just doing deep work. So in my work segment, if let's say I'm creating some course or I'm creating, like I'm talking about a new topic, maybe let's say I'm talking about procrastination. अब अगर मैं इंटरनेट पे ढूंढूंगी तो वो सेम ही कंटेंट अलग अलग तरीके से आता है. इट्स नॉट एनीथिंग न्यू. एंड वो मुझे नहीं हेल्प किया तो किसी और को कैसे हेल्प कर सकता है. सो डाइविंग डीप इनटू माई सेल्फ एज टू व्हाट हेल्प्ड मी, where did I fail, what can I do better, and just going deep into something and creating something new takes up a lot of time and effort. So I fix my time for deep work. So agar us din, if I'm doing deep work, then I am not taking my classes, I'm not taking my sessions. It's my fixed day ki okay, today I am only focusing on this one thing. So actually the one thing is my mantra, if I can explain it well. I don't micromanage myself on time. I just make sure that, I don't take care of minute things, I take care of the bigger chunks. And there is the one thing that I have to do daily. So if I decide that today my deep work session, I should have 2 deep work sessions, then they are my that one thing. Even if I falter in the other places, I'm like, okay, koi baat nahi, ye hua hai na, win. So that ways I am able to self-validate myself that, okay, don't worry, you're not failing. Because I am also in the journey as much as you are, as much as somebody else is. Right? तो वो, and it's always a journey. तो journey towards success जो बोलते हैं ना कि एक कोई point है, नहीं है. It's a growth journey जो हमेशा बढ़ती जा रही है. So even, for example, Warren Buffett is going through a journey in his life learning something new. अगर वो stagnation पर आ जाएंगे तो वो इंसान बनना बंद हो जाएगा उनका, है ना. तो this is how I manage my time. So no fixed template. I am very flowy that ways.
Awesome. You're not gonna like this, but I'm still gonna say it.
Yeah.
You are literally what any person would desire to be with. Like अगर if I would have been a guy, मेरी problem sorted थी. किसी को नहीं ढूंढने की जरूरत है. This is
oh my God. That is Oh God, oh God. Okay, that's
that's ज़्यादा हो
little embarrassing also, but flattering, lot
गया
flattering.
that. No, but seriously, you're like a perfect balance. What do you do to like take care of your skin, your hair, your self-care routine, and what do you do for yourself, including fitness, nutrition, etc.?
Firstly, this is really heartwarming to say. Really flattering, really cute of you, though. And coming these praises for somebody who's already so cute herself, it's actually like, oh my God, wow.
Been a while since someone have said that. Thank you.
No, I mean it. I mean it. Self-care, I think uh, it's very basic for me. It's nothing that I do on a grandeur level. I think मेरा calmness and that serenity that you were talking about, उसका सारा credit तो I would give to my meditation. उसी से आ रहा है. ठीक है. One thing that I really like to do is I immerse, like I make sure that I clean my face, and then I use the icing thing, wherein I would immerse my face in a bucket of like a bowl of ice, or I would apply ice on my face. So I like to do that. That's something I do. I make sure that I wash my face every night before sleeping, and my feet. Face cleansing. So yes, obviously skincare routine, but feet cleansing is important because मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि पर्सनली दिन भर में जितनी भी नेगेटिव एनर्जीज आपने इकट्ठा करी हुई होती है, पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव, जितना कुछ भी इकट्ठा करा होता है, व्हेन यू वॉश इट ऑफ, wash your feet, you're actually draining the negativities out, and then you're getting into bed. So your bed aura is your aura, not anybody else's. So I like to do that. And yeah, for my body, on and off, I'm not a very regular yoga practitioner, but on and off, I try to practice yoga. So yeah, that's what I do. And yes, I eat healthy, and I experiment with new things. So every month there is a new thing that I'm eating. जैसे morning में I like to eat soaked chia seeds and sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds and मुनक्का, दाना मेथी and white तिल. तो अब ये ऐसी 5-6 चीजें, वॉलनट्स, ऐसी मैं 7-8 चीजें खाती हूँ सोक करके. तो अब मैं एक्सपेरिमेंट करती हूँ कि एक महीना 3-4 चीजें खाई, फिर दूसरे महीना मूड हुआ तो सब कुछ ही खा रही हूँ. एंड देन अभी रिसेंटली this month I am drinking kali mirch ka water. So I also made a reel on it, and it has shown impactful results for me, especially because I was noticing that this particular month I was in a state of anxiety. So I was not feeling too good. So my homeopathy doctor suggested me to try kali mirch water, and it has worked miraculously. I mean, wo jo overthinking and overflow of thoughts hota hai na, that is just gone. So that's working great for me.
Basically, release of toxins or something else.
Maybe it's release of toxins because the gut, it improves your gut health, and it's also very good for memory, concentration बढ़ाता है, and it's also good for these overthinking and thoughts, and I am really seeing results. So yeah, I like to experiment like that. So yeah.
Perfect. And even that, cleaning your feet, I do that regularly, but I never thought it like this. Like I usually do it to keep my feet cold enough, क्योंकि मेरी बॉडी की हीट बहुत ज्यादा है. So to balance it, I do it. But ये negative energy cleansing वाला बहुत ही अच्छा point था.
एक्चुअली क्या होता है ना कि हम जो भी एक्टिविटी करते हैं, अगर उसके साथ एक डीपर माइंडफुल थॉट हो, तो उस एक्टिविटी का रिजल्टेंट एनर्जेटिकली स्ट्रांग हो. तो फिजिकल लेवल पर तो हाँ आपने क्लीन कर लिया, पर वो फिजिकल ही रहेगा. और जब आप उसमें एक डीप थॉट ऐड कर लोगे कि ओके ऑल माय नेगेटिव एनर्जी इज ड्रेनिंग आउट, दैट्स व्हेन वो ऑरा या एनर्जी लेवल पे भी काम करेगा. सो सब सारा डिफरेंस ना माइंडसेट का और इमोशंस का ही है कि आप कैसे परस्यू कर रहे हो. तो यार
So let's go a little deeper into it. कि आपने बता दिया कि you start with eating all these things. So then how does your normal day looks like? What all things do you practice like consciously? Like you said, mindfully. कि ये एक schedule maintained होना चाहिए, बाकी फिर उसके साथ जो भी changes होते जाएंगे, I will see when it comes. But things that you follow regularly.
Yeah. So like I told you that I'm very flowy that way. So it's nothing fixed. और मुझे personally ऐसा हमेशा से लगा है that I'm not a mechanical person. Personally, I am not like that. So अगर कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा fixed होता है तो मुझे monotonous लगने लगता है. So I don't do that. What I do is there are few non-negotiables that I've decided कि ये तो करना ही है. In this, there is one which I call YMPTS. This is something that I also teach my students. So Y is for yoga. basic 10 minutes 15 minutes body stretching and yoga and just centering myself. Zaruri nahi hai I'm practicing the same asanas every day. I try to just do what I feel like. I am not even watching a video, just doing what my body is feeling that day. That is what I do. So Y is for yoga.
Now I know
Then
I relate with you so much.
exactly. Then M is for meditation. So 5 minutes. I practice for a longer time, but I suggest my students to do it for 5 minutes only. कि बस 5 मिनट का टाइमर लगा के बस शांति से बैठ जाओ. थॉट्स आ रही है तो आने दो, नहीं आ रही है तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. आवाजें सुन रहे हो तो सुनो, नहीं सुन रहे हो तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं. जस्ट 5 मिनट के लिए शांति से खुद के साथ बैठो. देन थर्ड इज P, प्राणायाम. Pranayam is very important for your immunity, for your brain, to feel healthy. Basically, it is just that कि ज्यादा ऑक्सीजन भर रहे हो बॉडी में, तो आपकी बॉडी चलती ही ऑक्सीजन से, एनर्जी मिलेगी तो बॉडी
I'm
अच्छा
trying
परफॉर्म
to make a
करेगी.
habit of it now.
Yeah, so just practice pranayam. YMP. Then T is Tratak. This I love. Tratak is actually it's an exercise wherein you center your entire being on your third eye, and your eyes on, maybe you can look at a finger and then move it like this with all your focus here, or maybe you can look at a candle flame and then do that exercise. But Tratak really has a very powerful impact on a person, on that person's aura, energy, concentration. Yeah, it just has a really strong effect. It's a very strong exercise क्योंकि third eye जो intuition का है उसको target करता है. So YMPT, and S is for self reflection. So daily I make sure that I self reflect. I write, maybe I do goal writing, maybe I do gratitude writing, maybe I write anything that I felt like, maybe I write a new idea, but I just make sure that whatever is going within me, I do a sense of self-reflection. Now that can go on for half an hour, that can finish in 5 minutes, doesn't matter. But I make sure that I do that. I enjoy doing it. So yeah, YMPTS is something that I do daily. I try to do daily. There are days when I fail, let me be honest. And I want to tell everyone it's human. If you don't fail, you are not human. You're a robot. Yeah. So fail and be okay with it. Start again. Not a big deal.
It took me a lot of effort and time to figure this one out. I used to be very harsh on myself कि एक चीज है वो भी ठीक से नहीं करेंगे वो. But yes,
Me too.
this embracement is very very important. Amazing. So I have met you like this, like last month,
Yes.
with this personality, and I was impacted so much. But of course, I think you've had your fair share of experiences, struggles, and things that you overcame.
Yes.
So, what was the turning point that led you to this personality that is so impactful and I think so imperative for a lot of people? क्योंकि आप जितने लोगों को impact करने वाले हो इसके बाद, I can assure you it's huge because the knowledge and the interpretations that you have, I have not seen in many people. What is the secret of this personality?
Actually, there is the secret. Abhi aisa lag raha hai, oh my God, it's great, but it's a lot of bashing and a lot of emotional turmoil that I have been through. So it started when I left home and went to Kota for my JEE preparation. And actually, that is where I got the whole idea of working on the education system. Because I reached Kota, and then I was the ratio of in engineering, the ratio of male versus female is actually 10 is to 1, 9 is to 1 sort of a ratio. So there were 90% guys and 10% girls, and the atmosphere was not very comfortable. So that got me thinking कि यार मैं भी 15 साल की बच्ची हूँ, ये भी 15 साल के बच्चे हैं. I was in Bansal. Okay, so Bansal is a good institute. Was also a good institute. So decent family backgrounds. And it got me thinking कि यार what went wrong? क्या गलत हो गया इनके साथ कि they think it's okay to hurt another girl or a human like that, or catcall them, or follow them, or try to threaten them, all of that. So my beginning years of 15, 16, 17, I was dealing with all of this and trying to understand what is happening. Why are guys behaving like that? My number was leaked and I would get calls. Yes, this happens. This really happens with a lot of girls. So it really like hit me hard. And that is when that was the first life time where this seeding of holistic education got instilled in me कि कुछ तो करना है, इनको हेल्प करना है. मॉरल वैल्यू की किताब सिर्फ मॉरल वैल्यू की बुक नहीं होनी है कि हाँ बस सब्जेक्ट है क्लियर करना है, ये सिखाना होगा अच्छे से. And then it got extrapolated into what it is today. Second turning point I had was in my college. Right after Kota, I went to college. And when I was in college, again, I went through a lot of ups and downs in my college life with my peers, and it wasn't a smooth journey. And when that journey was not smooth, and I was going through depression and anxiety, and I would cry myself in the night, and I was just not going through a good time. And I could see that the person that I am, the person that I deserve to be, I am not that person here. And why I used to feel very closed and blocked, and I would not talk to anybody, and I would not share what I'm going through. So it was a lot of good thing, everything going inside. And that's when I shifted myself and turned towards spirituality, because I felt sense of comfort, a sense of peace there. So at a very early age, I think I got through a lot of life problems जो एक हर teenager face करता है around their peers and around their society. So relationship issues and all of that was part of it. So being a peer, being a teenage, I got through a lot of life problems. And then I started focusing on myself and the spiritual side of me, and, understanding God and just going to temples and all of that. And at that age, I would sit and meditate. And that phase of my life is what I would call a turning point. एंड आई एक्चुअली सी ऑल दोस प्रॉब्लम्स एज अ ब्लेसिंग, क्योंकि अगर वो नहीं आते तो मैं नहीं जाती इस तरफ, और मैं नहीं जाती तो मैं अपने इस डिजायर, इस गोल की तरफ नहीं बढ़ती. सो दैट वाज द फेज फॉर मी.
Brilliant, beautiful. Like again, it is a very deep place of resonation because every girl has faced these kind of issues. And the worst part is we cannot really like talk to any person who has not been in the same place. They won't understand, especially the guys. So it takes a lot of time for them to actually understand these issues. One, क्योंकि उनके पास या तो फीमेल इन्फ्लुएंस कम है, या उनको मिस इन्फॉर्म किया गया है, लाइक कि बी से उनके भी अपने अलग इश्यूज होते हैं कि दे डोंट एक्सप्रेस. उनको इनिशियली नहीं सिखाया गया कि एक्सप्रेस कैसे करना है. अंडरस्टैंडिंग बहुत बाद की बात है, विच इज वाई पीपल से कि लड़के लेट मैच्योर होते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है. इट्स जस्ट दैट उनको चांस ही नहीं दिया गया है कि वो एक्सपीरियंस कर सके जो दूसरे कर रहे हैं. सो दे
एग्जैक्टली, आई टोटली अग्री.
ये बहुत बड़ा की प्रॉब्लम है बिहाइंड ऑल दीज इश्यूज, दैट दे कैट कॉल एंड डूइंग दिस और डूइंग दैट. उनको रियलाइज ही
वो
नहीं होता
उसी
कि
समय सॉल्व हुई बात कि यार इनकी गलती नहीं है,
या
इन्हें नहीं बताया गया. और सोसाइटी और एजुकेशन सिस्टम में हमारा ये है ही नहीं सिखाना कि हाउ डू यू बिहेव विद अनदर ह्यूमन लाइक अ ह्यूमन. I'm not even talking about a girl or a guy. Even
एग्जैक्टली.
girls are wronging guys. So it's
यस,
not a
टोटली.
bias. But humanity को इतना normally ले लिया है कि हाँ ठीक है, not a big deal. And that is why we face a lot of problems, not as girls or guys, but just like that. We face a lot of problems क्योंकि like जैसे fat shaming. अब इतना कॉमन है कि हाँ ठीक है कोई बात नहीं, मोटा है तो बोल दिया मोटा है, हाँ ठीक है माना. लेकिन उस इंसान का सबसे बड़ा वीकनेस है वो, और वो बैटल कर रहा है उस मोटापे से. तो आपने बोल दिया कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन आपने कार्मिक कनेक्शन उनके साथ बना लिया, क्योंकि अब जितने बार वो अपने आप को मिरर में देखते हैं वो आपको याद करते हैं कि इस पर्सन ने बोला कि अरे खा खा के मोटा हो गया तू तो. एंड द व्हाट ऑल दैट पर्सन इज गोइंग थ्रू. एंड फिर पता है आई गो इवन डीपर इनटू दिस. ठीक है, लेट्स से अगर फैट शेमिंग का एग्जांपल ले लिया, आपने बोल दिया, वो पर्सन अब कंटिन्यूअसली अपने आप में गिल्ट में है और एक गंदी लाइफ जी रहा है खुद को देखकर कि आई एम नॉट गुड इनफ, मैं अच्छा नहीं दिखता या दिखती, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला. बट आपका उस पर्सन के साथ एक नेगेटिव कर्मा भी अटैच हो गया है, क्योंकि जो आपने बोला है वो एनर्जीज उनके साथ अभी तक है, एंड
वो
वो
पता
आपकी
नहीं
थी.
कब तक रहेगी.
हाँ, और वो आपकी थी. तो माय पॉइंट इज द मोमेंट यू रियलाइज कि आपने कुछ गलती कर दी, जो हम ह्यूमंस है करेंगे, उसी समय सॉरी बोलो, बैलेंस आउट करो. उसी समय, जिस समय रियलाइज होना कि अरे ये तो गलती कर दी, ड्रॉप योर ईगो, गो टू दैट पर्सन कि यार मैं भी इंसान हूँ, मुझसे गलती हुई है, ये नहीं करना चाहिए था, आई नो इट हर्ट यू, आई एम वेरी सॉरी. सो दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई रियली प्रैक्टिस कि भैया कर्मा बैलेंस करो सबके साथ. कोई ऐसा नेगेटिव अटैचमेंट चाहिए ही नहीं. तो
Amazing. Also the way you're saying things. कि ठीक है फ्रेंड्स में कभी कभी बोल देते हैं बट स्पेसिफिकली द वे यू आर चूजिंग योर वर्ड्स इट प्लेज अ ह्यूज रोल क्योंकि आपको नहीं पता कि सामने वाले का वो कितना डीप इशू है कि वो
Yeah.
कब तक उसको कैरी कर लेगा और उसकी लाइफ में
Mm.
उसकी वजह से कितने प्रॉब्लम्स और बढ़ जाएंगे एंड ऑल्सो वन थिंग दैट यू मेंशन कि ये इट्स अ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ पीपल नॉट बॉयज और गर्ल्स थैंक यू सो मच फॉर मेंशनिंग दैट क्योंकि ऐसा है स्पेशली विद द मेन मैं अभी बहुत सारे केसेस भी सामने आने लगे हैं वेयर दे आर ओपनली टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस पर उनके ऊपर और भी ज्यादा स्टिग्मा है कि दे कैन नॉट इवन से कि अगर कुछ हुआ भी है जो होता है
Yeah.
in this world every kind of things are happening so
Yeah.
even with men there are many things that happen but they can't even articulate it
Mm.
specifically because एक तो वही टॉक्सिक मैस्कुलिनिटी और मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम पीपल वोंट इवन बिलीव कि इनके
Yeah.
इनके साथ कैसे अरे ये तो लाइक वो रहता ना जो अजीब सी लैंग्वेज चलती है इट इज अ जेन्युइन प्रॉब्लम कि
Yeah.
इट्स नॉट अबाउट जेंडर इट्स अबाउट हाउ यू मेड द पर्सन फील
Mm.
जिसकी वजह से पता नहीं कितना ट्रॉमा उनके अंदर गैदर हो गया सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि लोग
Mm.
ये समझें कि इट्स नॉट जस्ट अबाउट कैट कॉलिंग या मोलेस्टिंग या फैट शेमिंग या any ragging or any kind of issue. It's about how you're making a person feel about themselves.
Yeah.
वो पता नहीं कितना डीप और कितना इंटेंस और कितना लंबा उनका ट्रॉमा खिंचा है बिकॉज ऑफ जस्ट अ फ्यू थिंग्स दैट यू सेड और
Mm.
डिड
Mm.
so thank you so much for pointing that out.
Thank you.
My god, this got really intense.
Yeah. And
Wow,
that is why it was the turning point in my life because it was pretty intense.
amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Your life journey is very inspiring, and so is your thought process. That is the key thing. That is my takeaway today. So yes, with this, इसे थोड़ा calm down करते हैं.
ठीक है.
And let's talk a little bit more because you're basically combining spirituality with learning.
Yeah.
So you have already told कि आपकी spirituality journey start क्यों हुई. But spirituality में भी बहुत सारे fragments और spectrums हैं. कि like I have recently started with this. I am a very junior person. So you are a senior to me. So what are things you have practiced in spirituality और कौन कौन सी चीजें हैं like I have heard about a lot of things and again I get drawn to a lot of things कि मुझे ये सीखना है इसके बारे में जानना है but I don't know like previously we have talked about this कि we were talking before the podcast we were talking about angel numbers and how they affect us yesterday
Yeah.
we were talking about Jose Silva
Yeah.
and then you told me that you have done Reiki so
Yeah.
ये I'm mentioning the techniques because I want you to cover the basics of it कि क्या
Okay.
क्या चीजें हैं that you have delved into.
Okay.
So,
Great. Okay. First things first, in this journey of knowing self or spirituality or getting close to the divine, however we define it, there is no fixed route. So there is nobody like a senior or a junior because to each his own, right? सबकी अपनी एक journey है. You don't know, you start today and after 2 years you are way above what I am today or what I will be 2 years later. तो ये जर्नी बहुत ज्यादा पर्सनल है और बहुत ज्यादा टू ईच हिज ओन, इतनी सी बात है ना. तो दैट इज व्हाट आई वांट टू बिगिन विद फर्स्ट. नाउ my journey actually started with art of living when I was in 10th. So I did Sudarshan, Kriya, I did Yes Plus course. That was, I think, the initiation. I was always interested in the field, which is why I chose to do it. But yeah, that's when it started. And then college happened, and college mein all the madness happened. So then I did not choose any technique or anything. I would just go sit in my house near the temple space or something, and I would just sit and meditate. Okay. So I would just sit and stay calm and just be there because I used to like being there. Then dhire dhire I learned Reiki, I learned all of it, the different techniques. But to be really honest with you, uh, no particular technique has helped me as much as me being with myself has helped me. So a lot of things that I have learned is just by sitting and meditating and then experimenting. So बहुत honestly मैंने बहुत सारी चीजें बस हिट एंड ट्रायल एंड एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन करी है. ठीक है. एंड ये बात मैं इसलिए बता रही हूँ क्योंकि अब जो इतने नए नए नाम है ना, कि चाहे सुदर्शन क्रिया हो, चाहे ईशा क्रिया हो, चाहे होजे सिल्वा की टेक्निक हो, अल्ट्रामाइंड, या फिर रेकी हो, होपनोपो हो, आर्ट ऑफ मैनिफेस्टिंग हो, जो भी इतनी सारी टेक्निक्स है, there is only one thing that we need to know, which is energy. We are energy beings. There is energy around us, and the divine is also energy. And this energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can only transform from one form to another. इतना सा मंत्र है मेरा. जब इतनी सी बात समझ आ जाती है, तो फिर हम इन सारी टेक्निक्स को सिर्फ एनर्जी का प्ले देखने लगते हैं कि अच्छा, किसी में एनर्जी के साथ ये कर लिया, किसी में एनर्जी के साथ वो कर लिया, किसी में यहाँ फोकस करा लिया, किसी में यहाँ फोकस करा लिया, किसी में हाथ. जैसे रेकी क्या है, तो रेकी में आप यूनिवर्सल एनर्जी ले रहे हो. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हमने बचपन में एक्सपेरिमेंट किया है ना, वो माइक्रोस्कोप वाला, की सनलाइट गिरती है माइक्रोस्कोप पर और फिर पेपर जला सकते हैं. तो वो सनलाइट इज द डिवाइन एनर्जी. वी आर द मीडियम, द लेंस. एंड जहां पर हम टारगेट कर रहे हैं, तो अगर हम किसी को हील कर रहे हैं, तो वो पेपर हो गया, और वो एनर्जी हम वहां पे भेज रहे हैं, तो वो उस तरह से एनर्जी कॉन्सेंट्रेट होकर ज्यादा रिजल्ट मिल रहा है. दैट्स ऑल रेकी इज. अब रेकी में बोलते हैं कि अपने चक्रास को क्लेंस करो, अपने आप को हील करो. क्यों करना है? क्योंकि आप मीडियम हो. लेट्स से अगर आप पाइप हो, अब पाइप में से वाटर फ्लो होना है, अगर आप ही क्लॉग्ड हुए तो वाटर फ्लो होगा? नहीं होगा. तो आप खुद के चक्रास को बैलेंस करते हो, ताकि जो यूनिवर्सल एनर्जी आप अपने अंदर लाओ, वो अच्छे से मीडियम से पास हो पाए, और जहां पर आप चैनलाइज कर रहे हो वहां पे अच्छे से हो पाए. इतनी सी बात है. तो ऐसे सब टेक्निक्स को अगर हम एनर्जी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से समझेंगे, तो उनके अंदर की मेन बात समझ आ जाएगी कि ओके, दिस इज जस्ट ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम वन फॉर्म टू अनदर, नथिंग मोर, नथिंग लेस. एंड वी आर ऑल्सो पार्ट ऑफ दिस यूनिवर्सल स्पेस, इसलिए हम एक्टिवली उसका मीडियम बन पाते हैं. दैट्स ऑल इट इज.
Again, a great interpretation. Once again, amazing. I actually am getting lost in your conversation. This is by far the best convo I've had in months. Literally.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
personal or
so
otherwise,
glad.
not
That
just
is
for the
so sweet of you, so kind of you.
podcast. It's enlightening almost. It's
Thank you so much.
amazing.
Thank
So,
you.
how many of these things have you tried? Like, give me a timeline. Like, you started with Sudarshan Kriya. So did I. You did it in 10th. I did it after 12th, around that.
Okay.
I have tried Isha Kriya and now I've started Hope No. So,
Okay.
when did your Reiki journey started and how did it begin?
So, actually, I personally feel I just get attracted to these things, and I just then start doing them. So Reiki started when I was on my current company, which is Myra Weddings. So I'm actually running two companies, Myra Weddings and Raah Academy. So Myra Weddings is a wedding design company. So when I started Myra, that's when I had this urge of learning something new, doing something new. And Reiki, one of my relative is a practitioner, and it attracted me because I wanted to know कि it's a new word, what is it? जब किया तो समझ आया कि अच्छा ठीक है, एनर्जी का ही ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है, वेरी सिंपल. ड्यूरिंग माय डिफिकल्ट फेज इन माय लाइफ, आई आल्सो वेंट फॉर विपस्सना. सो विपस्सना इज एक्चुअली like you go for 10 days away, and you're in this secluded place where you're not supposed to talk. So you're on mute. तो कुछ बोलना नहीं है, और इनफैक्ट इशारों से भी बातें नहीं करनी है. आंखें भी आपकी नीचे होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि जीरो कम्युनिकेशन. आप कुछ लिख नहीं सकते. और एक फिक्स्ड फूड होता है कि सुबह 6 बजे कुछ ब्रेकफास्ट होता है, 4 बजे उठ जाते हो, मेडिटेशन करने बैठ जाते हो, फिर 6 बजे ब्रेकफास्ट करते हो, फिर मेडिटेशन कर रहे होते हो 4 घंटे 5 घंटे, फिर लंच होता है, एंड देन फिर मेडिटेशन, एंड देन बस. सो यू मेडिटेट फॉर लाइक 12.5 hours in a day. There are 5 minutes के break, and that's it, and you're just meditating the whole day for 10 days continuously. So I did Vipassana, and I think वो बस अंदर से कॉलिंग आती है कि ये करना है, और बस मैं फिर वो कर लेती हूँ. What I practice today is actually an important question, कि मैं डेली में क्या प्रैक्टिस करती हूँ, क्योंकि इतनी सारी टेक्निक सीख ली, अंदर से खुद से भी एक्सपेरिमेंट करके इतनी चीजें आती है, तो वो हिट एंड ट्रायल इतना हो गया कि अब कई बार ऐसा लगता है कि वो ये करूँ या ये करूँ. तो देन आई थिंक अबाउट 1 साल पहले आई मेड दिस कॉन्शियस डिसीजन कि आई विल डू व्हाट आई फील लाइक डूइंग दैट डे. सो इफ someday I'm sitting for dhyan and I feel like chanting a mantra, I will chant a mantra. If someday I'm sitting on a dhyan and I feel like doing a particular mudra, so there are a lot of mudras that affect your body. So this mudra, Uttara Bodhi mudra. So if I feel like doing a mudra, I will focus on mudra with maybe
About
some.
some specific mudras if you can.
Okay, so this is one mudra which is really good for your brain because these points are meridians for brain. तो एक्यूपंक्चर एक्यूप्रेशर में इनको ब्रेन के पॉइंट्स बोलते हैं. तो अगर आप इसको प्रेस कर रहे हो तो आपके ब्रेन के लिए बहुत अच्छा है. सो I am in this field, so I make sure that I practice this mudra. Then there is another mudra which is this mudra. This is for concentration. बहुत सारे रील्स भी बनी है इस मुद्रा पे. It's for good concentration and focus and aligning yourself with the higher energy. So I do this mudra. तो ऐसे विपස්සना की भी क्रिया अलग है, दूसरी मेडिटेशन टेक्निक से अलग है. तो there are days when I would sit and I would just feel like practicing vipassana, so I'd practice vipassana. विपස්සना में एक टेक्निक है जिसको बोलते हैं मंगल मैत्री, which actually means कि sending good energies or good vibes to everyone around. So when I feel that somebody needs it, let's say like personally my Tauji is ill and I can't help him medically because he's really ill. Now what can I do for him? So I would sit and I would send him good energies. कि आप just being in that happy vibe, good vibe, and sending him good energies, thinking of him. So that ways I just do what I feel like doing on that day. And even for you and for people who will be watching this, I want to advise कि बहुत ज्यादा ऐसे टेम्पलेट फिक्स मत करो, क्योंकि ये स्पिरिचुअल डोमेन जो है ना, ये बहुत पर्सनल दुनिया है एंड हर किसी का रास्ता अलग अलग है. तो किसी को श्री श्री के पास रास्ता मिला, किसी को गुरुदेव के पास रास्ता मिला, किसी को ओशो के पास मिला, किसी को बुद्ध के पास मिला, किसी को कृष्ण के पास मिला, किसी को राम के पास मिला. सबका रास्ता अलग अलग है, ले जा रहे हैं एक ही जगह पर. तो जिसको जो रास्ता समझ आ रहा है जस्ट फॉलो इट. और अगर मन करता है ना कि नहीं आज ये नहीं ये करते हैं, तो वो भी कर सकते हो, क्योंकि इवेंचुअली एक ही जगह जाओगे. सो दिस इज व्हाट आई वुड से.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, this is too like calming. वो रहता ना, एक मैंने अभी डायलॉग सुना था कि मन का दिल भर गया or something like that. I'm feeling very happy from inside now, like very calm. And Vipassana is something that many people have suggested me. So I think I should
Yes.
take the sign and not hold it down, and I
Yes.
should go for it.
Yes, absolutely. I would suggest you should. And also, I would tell you, like we were just discussing, कि a lot of divinity comes to you when the time is right. जो जब सही समय होगा तभी आएगा. उसके अलावा अगर आप पीछे भागते रहोगे, अगर नहीं है समय, तो नहीं आएगा. तो I knew about the concept of Vipassana since 2016 and I went for it in 2022.
Okay.
So I knew about it. I wanted to go since then. But जब समय आया मैं तभी गई. Because a lot of things that, in the spiritual domain, they come to you only when you are vibrating at that frequency and you are ready to vibrate at a higher one now. So वो बहुत जरूरी है. So while you want to do certain things, make sure that you're working on yourself. Make sure that you're, improving your energies and your vibrations. And when your frequency will be right, whatever you want to achieve or do will come to you. फिर मेहनत नहीं करनी पड़ेगी उसके लिए. So that is something that that's a message that I wanted to give you for Vipassana, कि आपका करने का मन है, पर don't focus on that कि अरे मैं नहीं जा पा रही हूँ, मैं नहीं कर पा रही हूँ. Focus on elevating yourself, so it will automatically come to you.
First of all, thank you so much for bringing out this amazing value to people. We don't realize it right now, but many people needed to hear this, whatever has been said here. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Ayushi. I am really glad I am able to communicate this message via you.
Yeah, I'm blessed. I'm literally blessed to have this conversation with you. So you talked about your two ventures, Myra
Yes.
Weddings and Raah and Saloni. So how did they happen? और आपकी इनको लेके future plans क्या है?
Okay. So Myra happened because my father runs a wedding company, and when I was done with my education, I realized that he needs help because he's doing it all by himself. So, and for my brother to join in, there was a little time. He's younger. So I wanted to act as a bridge between Papa and Bhaiya. Ki before he joins in, I stabilize the company to a level wherein he can take up and then take it higher. So that is how Myra happened. With my father's company, I opened my own company then, which is Myra. His company is Manara.
And
And
like year.
2016, I started Myra. Yeah, after my college. So finished my college, took like 8 months training into the industry, understanding things and understanding how I can, take it higher. And then I came back to my city, and then I brought a new front of weddings, which was not originally in my city. So yeah, I think did decently well. Then, but I always wanted to work in education. Like I told you, ना 16 साल की उम्र से ही कीड़ा था कि कुछ तो करना है. So I categorically remember days when I would have like fantabulous weddings and my clients are extremely happy and had a great day, a really exhausting, tiring day, but a great day. And I'm not able to sleep in the night because I'm thinking कि यार मैं काम नहीं कर रही हूँ. Okay, so that project, I used to call it then Mira. So Mira and Myra. So that was Mira Foundation and this is Myra Weddings. So I was like कि मैं मीरा पर काम नहीं कर रही हूँ, and I used to feel very bad. Then eventually I discussed it with my father that I want to take Myra a little slow and I want to work on this. So yeah, Mira and Myra. But अब Mira को launch करने के लिए, because Mira is like a bigger thing that I'm looking at, wherein I create a whole holistic education का umbrella. So that will be Mira Foundation. अब Mira को launch करने के लिए I needed to start something right now with students, right? So I was, this one day I was thinking कि उसका नाम मैं क्या रखूं, because I do not want to name it Mira right now, क्योंकि again students will not connect with it, उन्हें समझ नहीं आएगा कि क्या हो रहा है. So मायरा का राह और मीरा का राह से आया राह, and राह means journey. So then it just made sense that, oh, Raah is just perfect, because that is exactly what I believe in. That I don't want to be a teacher. I don't want to be like, oh, I
Really
have
want to
learned
show
this.
them the Raah.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to walk with them in the Raah. You know, कि okay, मैं भी सीख रही हूँ, आप भी सीख रहे हो, चलो साथ में सीखते
चलो
हैं.
साथ में सीख.
Yeah, just like that. So that is how I coined this name Raah Sang Saloni. Saloni के संग ये राह पे चलते हैं kinds. And that is how I came up with Raah Academy. So these are how the inception of Myra Weddings and Raah Academy happened.
Eventually आपका plan है कि to put all of this into one umbrella and
Yeah, let's talk about Raah right now. So with Raah, my actual aim is to work on the curriculum. Like National Education Policy 2020 has started focusing on holistic education, but still it's a long way to go. क्योंकि काम करना पड़ेगा ना, अभी सिर्फ पॉलिसी आई है पर उस पर काम करना पड़ेगा. So I intend to work with the government on bringing that policy into fruition and spreading that and setting the curriculum as to किस एज में क्या पढ़ाना चाहिए बच्चों को holistically, कि उस उम्र के लिए सही हो और उनके आगे फ्यूचर को हेल्प करे वो. And gradually then I intend to start my own schools, and that is the Mira Foundation. So that's what I want to do, that gradually I want to start my own schools and teach holistic education to students.
wow, amazing. I hope and wish कि ये बहुत जल्दी हो and you're doing amazing work. I'm
Thank you.
inspired. I'm truly motivated just by listening to where you have come from and where you're going. And I'll stand by you like in whatever way I can through this journey.
Thank you. It's so sweet of you.
Yeah, this is destiny. आज पूरा पूरा भरोसा हो गया मुझे destiny पे.
Yes.
Yeah, everything does happen for a reason.
I want to just fit in one thing here. Very recently, one of my friend asked me that, Saloni, how do you process trauma? Because she has a fair idea that I've gone through a lot of mess in life. So she asked me, how do you process trauma? I am some relationship issue that she's dealing with, and she's not able to process it. And I was like, yeah, that got me thinking, what do I do? And then I realized that, one thing that I do is I find the reason or the good thing that was supposed to happen because of the bad thing that happened. So with every negative thing that happened to me ना, I found कि अगर ये नहीं होता तो ये अच्छा नहीं होता, तो ये अच्छा होने के लिए ये हुआ. And that is how I've been able to process all my traumas beautifully. कि ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, difficult time दिखाया, चाहे भगवान ने, चाहे यूनिवर्स ने, डेस्टिनी ने, किसी ने भी, पर ये कुछ अच्छा के लिए ही दिखाया. Today I am grown.
Whatever we've been through, that made us connect in a way that we could bring out this conversation.
Yes.
And I'm sure this will help a lot of people out there as well.
Yeah, I agree. I really hope it does.
It will,
Yeah.
because it's coming straight for the heart. We don't even have to put any effort. It's just coming out very spontaneously. जो बहुत कम होता है. Even like everything, चाहे वो natural conversations बोलो या podcast, something to come through your heart is a big thing.
Yeah.
So it has happened. So now we have come down to a point, a segment which is called Keep It Swift. So it's a
Okay.
mini version of rapid fire. I'll ask you some questions, some this and that, some choices, habits, etc.
ठीक है, ठीक
And
है.
you have to answer as swiftly as possible.
Okay, sounds good.
Ready?
ठीक है.
Okay.
I'll try to be swift.
Yes. Let's begin.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what makes you feel accomplished?
Oh, I would not say I'm accomplished yet. Still a long way to go.
Even in the smaller tasks, what makes you feel like you've done something?
When I see myself being a better person.
Awesome. Had you met yourself 5 years ago, what would you have said to her?
इतना मत घबरा and make better decisions.
Okay. Awesome. First thing you do in the morning?
कृष्ण जी को याद करती हूँ.
Hi. Night owl or early bird?
Night owl. Oh, I can stay up till 6 in the morning, not wake up at 6. It's very difficult for me.
Awesome. Introvert or extrovert?
I think I'm an ambivert. I choose to be what I
See
want to be.
the connection.
Yeah.
Okay. Dogs or cats?
Dogs. I have a dog.
Oh. One movie or series that you really like?
I like a lot of sci-fi movies. Okay, Inside Out.
Oh
And I
my,
like Interstellar a lot.
I love sci-fi too.
Hmm.
My favorite is Divergent.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Who is your spirit animal?
I think it's a giraffe. I don't know. I'm mad about giraffes. Like, I think मैं पिछले जन्म में giraffe थी. I'm just mad with them.
Okay. 3 habits that changed your life.
Being empathetic for people. So putting myself in their shoes. Second, I think self-reflection. So observing myself. And third, physical habit, I think experimenting with eating new things and like I said, pumpkin seeds and chia seeds and blah, blah. So this experimentation helps me know myself better. So yeah.
Impressive. 3 personalities that impacted you the most.
I am deeply, in my early age, I was impacted by Ayn Rand, the writer of Fountainhead, because then I understood the power of individualism. I am deeply inspired by Osho and his thought processes and the way he looks at everything in the existence. Third, I think I'm still looking.
Okay. Your favorite actor or actress?
I used to like Imran Khan a lot. And actress, I think Deepika Padukone and Priyanka Chopra. Yeah.
Brilliant. You favorite 3 destinations that you love to visit, you have visited or want to, but top 3 destinations that you really like, national or
Okay,
international?
so I really want to visit Auroville. I plan to go this December. Yeah, so Auroville, Tanzania, because mad for giraffes. So I would go there. And I think, yeah, third is my closest friend lives in Netherlands. I have visited her. I loved the place. And obviously because she lives there. So yeah, Netherlands, Amsterdam.
Best compliment you have ever received?
Best it began with you when you said that I have a very calming aura. So yeah, that one.
Wow, thank you. So, your favorite set of books or podcasts that you would recommend to others?
I honestly don't listen to a lot of podcasts, very honestly, but books, I would say Bhagavad Gita ji. You really have all the answers in it, So yeah.
Perfect. Last person you searched on Instagram?
You. I
Oh,
wanted to check out, I wanted to check out the new video that you made on Super Speaker Success Gyan Wala. Yeah, so you. And
wow.
it's a really good video. I really liked it.
Thank you. Did
Yeah,
not see
good
that
content.
coming.
Yeah.
If a book was written about your life, what would be its title?
एक रूह की राह.
Oh my God, your one-liners are bang on. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Prioritize, like rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Health, relationships, career, money, spirituality.
So clearly, I think everybody can know this by now. Spirituality tops it all. Then relationships, then health, then career, then money.
Wow. To say amazing. A key learning of your life so far.
Key learning of my life is everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can relate now.
Yes.
Okay. So that was the end of Keep It Swift. And
Okay, thank you.
this
I hope I
was,
did a good job.
you did a tremendous job throughout, through and through. This whole podcast is a star in itself. I'm gonna watch this personally repeatedly just to
Oh,
get more answers. Like it was amazing.
thank
And
you. Thank you so
it
much.
was really a roller coaster. I knew it would go deep, but this was a roller coaster. We have touched the precipice of everything that we thought we would talk about.
Yeah,
It's amazing. So
yeah.
before leaving, I want you to give one message to the youth of India.
To the youth of India, oh, it's a big thing. I think my core message would be find out who you are. Like go deep within yourself and find out who you are and what impact you want to leave on this world. Yes.
Perfect, perfect. This is like a standing ovation podcast. This has been a dream come true. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much
much.
for coming
Thank
on
you,
Convo
Ayushi.
Live. This was
I
really
am really happy I could be here. And you just mentioned that I have been in flow and it was a heart to heart connection. I really want to emphasize that, a person can be in flow when the reception is in the receiving end. And you've been a great receptor. So I could be what I am today, right now, talking to you because you could receive them beautifully and articulate all my thoughts and then throw the right questions at me so that I could bring out more from within. So thank you for being such a great, great host.
amazing. I
Thank
loved it.
you.
This was destiny. My belief in fate has like solidified now. Thank you for that. And thank you so much for providing such amazing value to so
Thank
many
you so
people
much.
out there and the things you said which were really needed to be heard. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And I'm 100% sure we are going to see you again on Convo with Ash very soon
For sure.
because there are many things I still want to ask you. So I'm going to
Okay.
catch you again very soon.
For sure. Okay. Thanks for having me. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode till the end. I hope you found it valuable and entertaining. Please comment down the key learnings that you had from this episode and also the guests and topics that you would want to discover in the coming episodes. Do not forget to like and share this episode with your friends and anyone who might need this. This will help me motivate to bring out more vivid and interesting content for you on a regular basis. Thank you so much for your love and support so far. Do not forget to check out ayushi.jan.97 and Raah Saloni on Instagram. Also, let me know your feedback and views on my episodes so far. Until next time, love, adios. Have a happy, balanced, and luxurious life.